Amy Robach shares she's delayed blood work in fear of a breast cancer recurrence. Amy Robach is reflecting on one of her biggest fears. For years after her stage 2 breast cancer went into remission, the former GMA3 anchor was diligent about getting her biannual blood tests done. But all that changed amid the scrutiny over her romance with co-anchor T.J. Holmes, and after missing her February 2023 appointment over the controversy, she still hasn't been back for the tests. "We were going through our hell," Amy said on the March 7th episode of their Amy and T.J. podcast. "It was the last thing on my mind." But her decision also went beyond that. "I think anyone who has survived this knows that when you go in for the blood work, it's very emotional," she explained. "If the cancer were to come back in the places you don't want it to with breast cancer, bones, liver, lungs, brain, you get a blood test that would show a tumor marker, which means that you would be facing then a terminal, yet treatable, but ultimately terminal cancer. So I think the fear of that, you get into this mindset. I don't want to know," the 51-year-old added. "I'd rather not know." Amy would make excuses even after the coverage around their romance, which made waves as they were both still legally married to other people at the time, subsided. That ignorance is bliss mentality, as stupid as that is and as illogical as that is, somehow becomes this human trait that I'm now experiencing because I've put it off. The journalist, who was first diagnosed with cancer while getting a mammogram on air in 2013, acknowledged. "Once you keep putting it off, you're like, oh, this feels so good to not have to make a phone call. This feels so good not to have to go get a blood test. I feel normal." As she put it, "That's what I want to feel and I want to wish it into existence. But it's illogical and dumb." And T.J. understands this is Amy's body and health journey, but watching as her partner is difficult. "We have gone through almost the past decade together and been through a lot as friends," he recalled. "And all I'm hearing is that this woman I've gone through all this with isn't doing all she can to make sure we have as much time together as we can." And Amy recognized the pain it puts on her loved ones. "I know that means you truly love and care for me," she remarked. "I understand where that's coming from.